Hey everybody, welcome to the Hangout, where it's not really a show, we're just hanging out. I'm here today with the Cartel Twins, Gabriel and Samuel.
Yes.
And they're techno DJs from Brooklyn, and this summer they've really taken the New York City club scene by storm. They've been doing big shows, lots of club gigs.
Yeah.
You got to play at Electric Zoo.
Yeah, that was definitely the highlight of the year so far. You know, keep on working at that career, and it's luckily at the end of the summer we were able to cap it off with our first festival gig. That was a huge accomplishment for us.
Yeah.
And yeah, the summer was a real good one, man. We played at Cielo, Output, Revolt when it was still around. And a lot of clubs in New York. I mean, we've just been received very well, and happy about that, man. Can't get
My question for you two is, you've been DJs for a long time now. How long have you been DJing?
Yeah, we've been DJing since we're 12 years old, like actually messing with turntables. We got our turntables at 15, and we're like kind of adopted them from our older brother.
And before that, we were always messing around with them anyway. By 15 years old when we got them, we already knew how to play, so
yeah.
It was
So some techniques, some vinyl turntables.
So you've always been like really invested in like really making a career out of it, and like kind of not just a hobby, but taking it really seriously.
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, go on.
So it's been like this for like at least 10 years, I would say, of you just taking it really seriously. But I feel like this summer is when it all happened, and you guys started getting those shows. You guys started appearing at Nervous Records. You're playing Space. You're playing Electric Zoo. People would say that it happened overnight almost, but you've been grinding away at it for 10 years.
Yeah. Sometimes you work 10 years to become an overnight success.
Yeah.
Maybe in another 10 years we'll be looking back like, wow, we've accomplished so much more. It's definitely not one day. It's work every single day, grind. And then by the time you get to the point where you've reached one of those accomplishments, some people see it as overnight, but the truth is it takes a lot of listening to music, getting people to, getting what you want into people's ears, and, getting that audience built. So there's many different facets to it, and, we've been fortunate enough to learn a few of them over 10 years, as we've actually taken this seriously as a business.
Cool. And what was your favorite show so far this summer?
Definitely Electric Zoo was the favorite show, of course. It was a dream come true to play Electric Zoo. I was like something that when we were, 21, when it was the first year of Zoo, and we were going out there, we're like, this is what we want to do with our lives, we know it.
Yeah.
And to play it was like seriously a dream come true.
Yeah, an honor to get invited over there as artists.
Yeah.
Like Gabe said, we went there for many years, made it our goal, and sometimes you reach your goals. Luckily with this one we did.
Awesome. Well, it's a wrap. These guys played Electric Zoo. They made it to the pinnacle of just the DJ career, and that's it. The rest is history.
The rest is history, man. There's only higher to go from here, and we're gonna keep on working. Next year we want to do Zoo again. We want to have other festivals in our roster, and we're gonna be working hard to make that happen. So
what's a typical work week like for you guys these days?
I'd say probably like 40, 50 hours sitting there. If you include social media, 60, 70 hours. But you're sitting there, we manage ourselves right now. Everything we've built, we've done kind of on our own, of course, with the help of our friends. But in regards to management, we're reaching out, we're making these contacts, making contacts, going to the venues, talking to people, and
Yeah. So you mentioned social media. Part of your social media strategy is that you guys are, I believe it's called memelords.
Yeah, meme cartels.
That's awesome. So that's like the drug, the dopamine hit that you're pushing is memes.
Yes. Well, people love to see personality out of artists, so it's good to be able to give people a little laugh on top of putting that music onto their speakers. We also want to make sure that they see who we are as people. So
So
we'll
you
post those
express yourself
memes. We express ourselves
through memes.
Through memes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what's your creative process with all these memes? Your Instagram, it has like over 10,000 followers right now, right?
Yeah, we're actually close to 27 or something.
27,000 followers
27,000.
on the gram.
And
That's
growing
crazy.
a lot every single week, you know.
Yeah.
Some weeks seeing thousands of people following our page, so it's a lot of work, man, in that regard. But we gain inspiration for our memes just from, you know, going out, having fun at the club. So, you know, we drink a lot. I'll post a lot of stuff about alcohol.
Yeah.
You know,
it's all for fun though. Like,
Yeah.
you know, when you see it, the creative process is we see something, I like it, you know,
I laugh at it.
Sometimes we make our own jokes. Sometimes, you know, you'll see our own brand on it, but for the most part, we see something we like, and you know, it's a chance to connect with other social media outlets and just interact with our audience. So putting it out there as much as we can to just, you know, be able to communicate. And
So what are your favorite memes these days? What's hot right now in the meme market?
Harambe is very hot.
Oh my
You know,
God.
that's been
Big sound.
I miss you. God bless. Yeah. Harambe is definitely a hot one right now. You know, if there's one thing I learned from him, it's that you really gotta cherish what you love while you can.
Yeah.
And you know, on the other meme fronts, of course, SpongeBob is hot. You know, just all stuff that's relatable. A picture that will bring you back to childhood, and then throw a joke about being an alcoholic on there. You got yourself a hit.
Yeah, Harambe was probably the most like impactful meme for me this year, because it really, because you see like the shirts and the fucking signs at festivals and everything like that, and there's a movement behind it that has so much meaning, you know, dicks out.
Yeah.
What does dicks out mean to you?
To me, it means, listen, guys, pay attention. Don't let this go to rest. Take your dicks out and express your opinion to the world. Let them see it. You gotta pull those dicks out.
Don't hold back the pain of the loss of Harambe.
Yeah.
Let it all out.
Yeah.
And like, you could also put yourself in Harambe's shoes, and this was one of the most important things for me this year, is that life is short, people, and you should live in the moment right now and kind of pursue your passion and live the life that you want to live, because you might be sitting there minding your own business in a freaking cage, and then out of nowhere, a little freaking toddler could fall on your lap, and you're like, oh, let me help you out. Boom! Shot in the head.
You're just trying to save him. Look at
Yeah. You never know when it's gonna end.
You gotta cherish every moment. Appreciate life as you have it. 'Cause,
And
No, we're here now.
if a child falls in your arms, just leave it.
Yeah, don't save him. He don't want to be
wanna
saved.
save it. Yeah.
He don't want to be saved.
That's it.
Save yourself and run.
Yeah,
Think about yourself first
that's right.
before helping others.
Help yourself first. Wise words.
Yeah.
Wise words.
Yeah, Harambe was definitely a solid one this year, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
anytime something big like that happens, the world needs to let it all out.
Yeah, I think people have been able to express their emotions through. There's been a lot of memes, memes come and go, like Arthur memes, whatever. You know,
Arthur was funny.
people would put some joke over a picture of Arthur, and it's good. It's all relatable, but you know, the ones that mean a lot, they stay. Harambe, Pepe the Frog, you know, those are gonna last.
Yeah, Pepe was very 2015.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah, he was still around today. Just that boy came around. You know,
Stole the spotlight.
Yeah, Friday.
See, there's also that contrast. You got memes like Harambe, and they stick around for a long time. And that boy was just like a blip almost.
Yeah, he was like,
but you know, everybody
I'm off
knows
me.
that boy. Everybody knows who that boy is. But you know, I'd like to see more jokes about that boy.
You know, it's tough because it's so random and there's like no punchline. It's just like, that boy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the little frog on the unicycle. It's like a 3D image.
Yeah.
Came out of nowhere. It's kind of based on nothing.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Say somebody says, "Oh shit, what up? Here comes that boy," That's the whole joke. People are like, what is that? What does it mean? That's it. It's just
provocative.
saying hi.
It's provocative.
Come on, guys.
That's what it means. That boy's
That's it.
coming.
You know, some people they don't understand memes fully, and the thing about memes is you can't go digging too deep. You have to kind of look at the surface and just see what's there and give it a little laugh. That's about it.
Yeah, see, I think way too deep into these things, so when I see Harambe, I'm like so inspired. But you're right, sometimes you're supposed to just laugh and keep scrolling.
Well, you know, Harambe is exceptional.
Yeah, Harambe is
You gotta
the
put your dick out for Harambe, but you don't have to put your dick out for that boy.
My dick is out right now.
Yeah, you can't see it, but it's there.
It's actually blurred out right now. This is the sensor. So you guys are twins, eh?
Hey, yeah.
And when people see you outside, when they see you in public, when they want to say hi, how do they know who is Gabe and who is Sam? Because I struggle with this and I've known you guys for a long time.
It's a good question. You know, people closer to us will usually just ask who's who, or if they have a sense of who it is, you know, very close friends.
Do you get offended when like somebody that you've known for a long time says,
No.
Gabe, is that you?
I mean, if it's like the girl that you're like a girl you're setting a relationship with, something like that, you kind of like her to know. But the truth is, like, nobody knows our mother, our brother.
No way.
Like a couple of our friends that have known us our entire lives, but yeah, we can't get mad about it. Be mad all day.
Yeah.
It's just you know, it's part of being a twin. But some twins separate. That type of anxiety kind of like draws you apart. You want your individuality, but for us, we learn how to deal with it, and you know.
How do you retain your individuality?
That's a good question. We work together a lot, so you know, we've accepted that as individuals. We just have to accept that we're individual people, but as you know, business people and as brothers, we work together as a team, and you know, we have we treat each other like family. So we have a very special relationship that most can't understand. But being an individual, I guess, is something that you do still yearn for a little bit.
I know a thing or two about working with my brother. There's Constantine over there in the background, pushing buttons. How are we doing, Constantine? Does it look good?
Looks great.
Awesome. So we're actually doing, we're recording it on professional video for YouTube. We're also doing a cell phone live stream on Facebook. You guys shared the link. So for all those people that are watching live, you guys could actually ask questions in real time, and at the end of the show, you know, we could answer them, or Constantine, if you see any questions, throw them at us.
Sure. We've got Maria Guido saying my 3 favorite people.
Oh, Maria.
Maria.
She's cute.
We got Schnur saying, tell them Schnur and say what's good.
Hey,
oh
shit.
Yo, he wants to know, are you guys twins?
No, definitely not twins.
Okay, very helpful.
Case closed. That. We got Christiana Vada saying, bras. We got.
Hey, Christiana.
Hey, Chrissy.
We got Maribel Rivera saying, Sam on the left. Am I right? Haha.
Which way?
I guess that left.
Yeah, that would be
You
long.
got it right. Look at you. Got that right.
Maribel got it right.
But we're not twins, though.
Definitely not twins.
You guys are stinking liars.
You gotta have fun in this life, man.
And then Maribel says, vape nice.
Alright.
Vape
Vape.
niche.
Vape-nish?
Naysh. Niche. Yeah.
Vape-nish to you too.
Very vape-ish.
Yes.
Alright, looks like we have a really special audience watching us today. For everybody that's watching the live stream right now, you're obviously home and you got nothing better to do. These guys are doing a show tonight, aren't you?
This is true.
Yes, we're doing a show at Analog tonight supporting Monologue.
In Brooklyn. That's Monologue is from Berlin. He's actually a very big DJ. internationally known as a techno DJ, and we've listened to him for many years. So to be supporting him is a huge honor, and we're looking forward to this gig today. Actually got a few gigs coming up too. On Sunday we'll be playing Space Ibiza. We'll be making our debut there.
Space Ibiza in New York.
No, Space Ibiza in New York, excuse me.
Yeah, that's the day party.
The day party
on the deck.
And that's with Robert Dietz, who's also a tech house superstar, and you know we're honored to play with.
That's nice, but how's the weather gonna be on Sunday?
The weather's
perfect.
That's what I love.
Perfect, guys.
I love.
You could wear your full attire. You know, not a jacket, but you know, start with your new fashion. Come out, be outside in the sun, into the sunset. It's gonna be nice.
And what time is your set on Sunday?
We'll be playing 4 to 6:30.
Get there.
Yes. Get there, guys. Hit us up for list.
It's gonna be lit, fam.
Oh, it's like that?
Yeah.
You heard Gabe.
But only if you ask a question. If you don't ask questions to the live stream,
forget about it.
Awesome, man. That's dope. Musically, what's going on with this whole techno scene? Is it just a fad?
Techno is growing like every single day. When we were getting in it, it was very underground, and you know, it's still underground, but it's also getting much bigger than the underground can contain. You have these major techno festivals all over the world, and you know, just specific to the genre. And people really love to dress in all black, like Sam is today.
Oh yeah.
Apparently used to be white, but not. They like to wear white shirts back in the day, but apparently a few years ago I read an article that techno turned all black, and hey, I'm happy to partake. Look at this.
Yeah, man. Black is that color.
Yeah.
Black is in.
My question for you is, when you started DJing, did you always know that you loved house music, techno, tech house, or are you into a little bit of everything like I am personally? Because I fucking love dubstep. I love EDM sometimes too. House music, you know, I feel like there's a time and a place for everything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. When we were younger, you know, we always experimented with different music, from hip hop to even sometimes EDM sounds. We started really DJing on vinyl and hip hop records, and you know, Biggie, and you know, just it wasn't the world that we're in now. But as we grew older and our taste got a little bit more defined, at this point we know tech house, techno.
That's how we want to base our DJ careers right now. It's Cartel Twins. We're building our name around techno and tech house, deep house. Those are the genres we mainly want to stick in. But we did actually, our taste evolved. So like you, we used to like dubstep, like really love dubstep and drum and bass. You know, you catch us at the festival, jamming out to Andy C, dancing so hard I literally had to take a 4-hour nap after listening to a 1-hour set because I'm just running around the fucking floor, hands in the air, dancing to dubstep, which isn't really dancing, it's kind of just moving violently.
Yeah.
But
For sure. And to get a better taste of the type of music that you're into, you actually started a radio show, and you've been pretty consistent with it. You post it on SoundCloud every week?
Yeah, every Tuesday we try to stick to that formula. Every Tuesday, bringing you a new mixtape.
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon.
Cartel Twins mixtape.
Yeah, it's called Cartel Twins mixtape. You can get it on SoundCloud or Mixcloud.
And we'll be coming to iTunes by the end of the year. So, it's also been one of our main goals is to the whole goal of DJing is to put music into people's ears. And with the podcast, we really feel that we have a platform to do that in a way that's not just in a club, but we could reach our audience online, and we've been doing very well with that.
When it comes out, we need everybody to post it on Tuesday and tag 100 friends.
100 friends.
If you do 101, I love it.
If you're not tagging 100 friends,
come on.
It's good distribution.
It is.
Although lately it hasn't been 100 tags, it's been like 10 or 15.
Yeah, 10, which is modest. We appreciate it, but 100 is what you need to do.
Yeah, I repost on SoundCloud.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, appreciate that.
Yeah, I saw that you got your SoundCloud up too. Fire reposts. So
I only repost fire.
That's it.
I don't DJ. I don't make radio shows, but
You do have a taste in music, and
yeah, I hit that repost button, and I should have a following for that.
that's true. No, listen, you also want people to hear what you're listening to. If you like it, I'm sure somebody else will. And you're doing this. You're gonna turn into a podcast. The Hangout. You're gonna turn that into a podcast and put it on your page as well.
So it's going to be a YouTube show where people could actually watch us speak. And then it's also going to be a podcast where people are automatically going to download it on iTunes every week.
Nice.
Awesome.
Cool, man.
And eventually, once we get the ball really rolling on it, maybe we'll set up some CDJs and we could do like a 30-minute guest mix. And people could listen to the conversation. And then after that, they could listen to the mix. They could kind of fast forward and start from the mix and listen to the conversation. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
I have a serious question for you guys. How long have you been growing your beard out?
That's a good question,
This
man.
is a necessary topic because I have a little bit of a beard.
Come in, show the people your beard.
No, it's alright. I'm behind camera.
It's almost as long as Mike's beard, almost.
Oh.
Ours.
Here.
Yeah, man. Listen, growing a beard is,
Because
it's a huge
it
commitment.
seems like you're usually people grow hair at the top of their head.
Thanks for reminding me.
And less so on the bottom of their head.
And if I could trade it all, I'd still keep the beard, but I'd have some on top too.
Yeah.
It seems like the degree has like flipped, and you got 0 at the top, and it's all coming down.
Listen, man.
How did you guys pull this off? What's your secret?
Do you use
wax?
I use oils in the beard,
You do?
conditioner.
I know a lot of people use wax and
Wax?
oils and.
I don't use wax.
honey.
We use what's it called?
It's so rich to
oil
touch.
of Morocco or argan oil. Argan oil.
Argan oil.
Yeah. And it just keeps the moisture and the girls.
How long has it been? Do you trim it? Like.
Yeah,
I've got
just
some weird
little
patches.
touch-ups. We go to the barber every couple weeks, does the lines.
That's really your signature look. I mean, if one of you shaved your beard off, you guys wouldn't be twins anymore.
No, it's still technical.
Technical.
Yeah, probably.
We wouldn't look alike, that's for sure. I mean, with the beards off, both of us, we look exactly alike. Beards on, but then
Yeah, the beards are very important. So,
yes,
Yeah.
yes, they
So
are.
you guys trim it and oil it and nurture it and read it bedtime stories and.
Yeah, just
Yes.
like a baby.
So how long has it been?
Since we got it touched up, but like the length, this would probably take like a good year.
A year?
A year and a half. Yeah, this length.
This is half a year, and it's not nearly
Wow,
even
wow.
like.
This is ever since they moved to Brooklyn, they started growing them because the law is you move to Brooklyn and you start growing your facial hair.
That's the truth. That's the
Let's be
truth.
real.
Yeah. And
It's-
actually, it was funny though. I went to the barber, not this time, but last time, and he pulled out hair from my beard, but it was like literally down to here. So I guess it just got like stuck up in there and just kept on growing and growing and growing.
Just
And,
to
I
compare
trimmed that one.
comparison, this
Yeah.
is my beard after like a year and a half.
It's not fair, no.
I
These beard
trimmed it.
growing skills.
Wow.
It's the oil. It has to be the oil. It's just so.
This is just dump oil all over your face every single day.
All day.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, we didn't give you that advice.
I'll just buy I'll glue a beard on.
That's a
That might be a
good
better
idea.
solution.
Yeah.
I went to a casino once actually, and because I had like the fresh lineup and everything. They're like, "Oh, is that beard fake?" I was like, "No." What a weird fucking question.
How old are you guys?
We're 28.
28.
Yeah, man.
Alright.
I'm in no rush to become 30, but 28 is fine. I have wisdom now. That's what this gave me.
I feel like in the EDM scene, a lot of DJs like Martin Garrix or Hardwell, they're fucking 18 years old, they
Yeah.
blow up overnight.
Right?
In the techno scene, people
Yeah.
People don't blow up until like they're 10 years into it. They're like much older, you know. Guys like Boris, Danny Tenaglia, Victor Calderon, Richie Houghton.
I mean, a lot of these guys,
Extent.
like Danny T and Boris, started out in New York doing the same thing we're doing, going out to the clubs, meeting people, creating themselves as a New York-based, artist, and bringing that with them and just carrying it through their careers. So. New York definitely, and Brooklyn has a huge techno scene, a huge underground scene. May not always have a light shining on it, but it's there and it's thriving. And we're looking to being born in Brooklyn, being Brooklynites. This is who we want to represent and where we want to go.
Yeah, we want to tell people we're from New York when we're out in a different country. If we're in Berlin, say we're from New York City, and maybe in Berlin they'll have a little bit less respect for anybody outside of there because that is the capital of techno. But I think New York City has a pretty nice impact on the scene nowadays, especially like you said with Boris and Danny T. It definitely brought that respect to the genre in New York.
Yeah, and you work, you climb the ladder just like anything else. You want to do something, Danny T, Boris, everybody's got to do it. You got to work your way up. Some people make it overnight, but
most people work a long time. Even Martin Garrix had to spend many years learning how to use his programs and developing himself as a producer and developing his image before he made it to the point where somebody was willing to pick up on him. And he had to also get noticed. So it's a lot involved. He just started very young. So
Martin Garrix has an interesting story. I was watching a documentary. Apparently he had to drop out of school because his touring was becoming such a big part of his life. And some of the tracks that he made, like Animals, the things that really blew him up, he actually did as like a school project.
Right. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Wow. It takes a lot of work. He had to go to school, learn, and he made that his goal to make a song that obviously became very, very successful for him.
The quicker you know what you want to do, the quicker you can do it. So
that's the truth.
When he was that young, that was his passion. We had the same passion, but also
we went to college. We supported ourselves through college by DJing in New York City, and then when we got out, we wanted to reach different goals. We tried it out and realized where our passions are, so we stuck to what we knew and continued on the road that we left off on.
What is the most rewarding part for you about this whole experience?
DJing?
It's seeing smiles on people's faces, man.
Yeah.
When you see people letting go and just having a good time, and to know that you're kind of able to give that to them. Of course, there's a lot of elements in it, but being the ones that put the music in your ears, people are coming there just to let loose. And when everything syncs up, when it's all aligned and people are happy and they're dancing and you see people getting intimate and really having a good time, there's nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing more rewarding than that.
The room just kind of clicks and the vibe is there and it's like a shared experience that you create through music.
Exactly.
And I think that many DJs aren't able to fine tune that vibe and get it to click. But I think that's something, I've seen you guys many times, and I think that's something that you accomplish each and every time, which is
appreciate that, man.
Really exciting for me and a treat whenever I see you live.
Thank you, I really appreciate that. We put a lot into it, so it's good to hear that it's reciprocated,
you just feel it, you feel it in the air.
It's true. It's the X factor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you guys.
I've been curious, Alright, so when you have twins, right, they're two separate people. I'm just gonna set this up and
Why don't you sit down? Just
because I want to
just sit down and ask your question. It's gonna be weird if you're not on the show.
It's not a show. It's a hangout. We're just hanging out. You can get wherever you want. It doesn't matter. It's not an interview.
Hate this guy.
So I need to know this because what is the common ground that you guys find, and how did you guys understand that you both wanted to be doing the same thing?
Right.
I guess it was
that's
natural.
actually a really good question.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
really
really, good question. We had a point, and we've always been DJs. We DJed in college for income.
That's
How did that come about?
It was just natural when we were 12. We were DJing. By the age of 17, we were throwing our own parties, like
underage parties.
It was.
How did you start DJing?
Our brother had turntables in the house, and when he would leave, we would kind of like
you guys
go in
just
his room.
The needle was in a different spot. What you guys do? Like, forgot to take it off the record. So it's just sitting there, and you come home all pissed off. But hey, we were learning. We're doing what we thought was right, and
you guys started with vinyls. And
we started with
still have our vinyl turntables at our place right now. You've seen them.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's what we practice on. But we in the clubs we use Pioneers, so. We know the equipment very well. We had the natural start to DJing, which I think is something that's not found as often today as it should be.
You said you started throwing some illegal parties, some raves?
I wouldn't call them illegal.
Underage parties,
I'd say
you're never too young to listen to music.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, I don't think music is a crime.
That's the truth. But
the drinking that was going on at those
Whoa! You're saying too much. Fifth Amendment. Come on, guys. Jesus. We got some lawyers watching, being like, "Oh my God, these guys! They're drinking juice. It's just regular, nothing.
Just pineapple juice. Just nothing else in there.
Strawberry, banana.
I thought you said they're drinking juice. It's like they're drinking juice. No alcohol.
Juice that drink.
So you guys kind of just grew into it.
Man, when we threw the parties, we were living in Jersey and we had clubs that would hire us, but it was so few and far in between that we were getting club gigs, which was our goal, that when we were in Brooklyn, we saw a little spot, it was called Pie Squared at the time, and we were like, you know what, let's go in there, 17 years old, we're like, let's, maybe they'll let us throw a party. And the owner was nice enough to let us throw the parties there. We rocked out with like sometimes 200 plus people in a venue that fits 100 to 150 like maximum.
Did you guys
and it's all like 17, 18-year-olds that were, they're still hanging out to this day, going to clubs. But back then, we were very much underage, and we had to pay off the bouncers to get our friends in. But thank God everybody was paying a cover, and we made enough to be able to make the bouncers happy. And everybody had a great time. And listen, it was a party. We wanted to do it. We wanted to DJ the club, and at that time, in order to do it, we had to throw our own party.
Is that
and that's
still
what we did
that
to DJ.
Paying off the bouncer? I feel like that's like pre 9/11 mentality.
Yeah.
I think we're all older now, but like when you were a kid, I think it happens all the time. You think about if you were 18 right now, who's gonna stop you from trying to get into a club if you can do it?
If your ID doesn't work and you slip the bouncer at 20 and he's okay with it, listen, nobody's getting hurt, and that's where it ends, right?
He's giving out keys right there, kids. You hear
I
that?
don't know, these
Take notes.
Do not take my advice.
Nothing but fake IDs.
Ask your parents before you go to the club if you're.
I hope not. 17 and 18-year-olds are always
So I wanted to fast forward a little bit. So you guys are throwing these underage raves, but you're also going to college and studying business, and then you graduate.
Right.
Correct.
So
It's not underage raves, it's all ages raves.
Yes. Oh wait, that's true. This is good. This is a good point.
All ages. We went to college. We did go to college, and I think that was something that we're trying to be realistic at the time, which in a way is the reason why it may have taken us a decade to get to the point where we look like an overnight success. But it's not. We went to school for finance, and pleased our family, pleased the thought in our head that we have to be realistic and have that backup, and realize
you can have a backup.
I want my happiness. Yeah, I still want my happiness.
In life, you want to do what you want to do, and if you're not happy doing something and you're sitting there and you keep on doing it, you're just hurting yourself. And I'd rather be passionate about something, really love getting up in the morning and doing what I want to do. So
you guys,
DJing was that for us.
You guys graduated with finance degrees,
right? Finance and marketing.
But musicians and artists aren't smart people.
I never said we were smart.
No, that's impressive though. Finance, that's dope. So,
Thank
you know, we are intelligent and effective people. We're just using our IQ, our EQ, I feel like, towards art, creativity, and there's a lot more to the business side of DJing than just, pressing buttons and making people dance. And I feel like that's a misconception.
Oh yeah, people think it's just go up on stage and
Press a button and
that's
the
it.
song
All the
plays, and
social
that's it.
media, all the going out and talking to people and creating a name and the brand. That's an everyday thing, every single day.
Yeah.
This week
Get up,
does
gotta
not
do
stop.
How did studying finance, and you could say it didn't, that's fine,
Yeah.
but how did finance prepare you for what you guys are doing right now? Like, how do you apply what you learned in school to? Because my theory goes that going to school and studying a major absolutely does not mean that you have to go into that field.
Of course
work.
not.
A lot
So
of
you
people,
guys are a living
a lot of
example
people,
of that.
even if they're not going into entertainment or something that's on the side, a different side of education, they don't use their degree the way it was supposed to. So somebody might get out of school for economics, but then go into a career that's more hospitality management based, something like that. Happens very often. And for us, we learned a lot from our going to school for finance. I would say the marketing side, honestly, was the most valuable to what we do now. And we gained a lot. We had minor actually in marketing and major in finance. And so the finance part, it helped out in a way where we're able to manage money, whatever, but to be completely honest, it doesn't hold as much value as the markeing.
Yeah, I think it's something as we grow and we take on different ventures, we'll be like more have a broader knowledge going into certain things, certain businesses, and different other objectives that we
We
have.
also learn how to build a business plan and do things that essentially are thinking of. They're all goal based, so we're able to learn from our teachers that you have to go out there and you have to represent, for example, the finances that you need the right way and not undervalue yourself. To really learn the value of ourselves as a business. So in that regard, finance helped us realize
Education still valuable.
Education now is valuable. Absolutely.
Now you guys graduated and you got right back into the DJing, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
I remember you guys played Cielo in your early 20s.
Yes, Cielo was that was actually this year. We started working in Cielo.
That was our debut, yeah.
You guys
we used to do Pasha and I don't know.
We did a lot
Like
of
all the clubs
back
that don't
then, yeah.
exist anymore. Pink Elephant, Mansion. I don't know what else.
tell
There
us
was
about
actually a lot of
this.
bottles and bottle spots back then.
How was it different than 7 years ago?
Take us to that time.
I think techno still exists.
Take us back to the parachute pants.
I can't say I wore parachute pants, but we were chilling.
I did.
You did? I never did, but we were definitely chilling in the audience with some kids that did, man. And it's the scene has evolved where techno, which is internationally one of the more recognized genres in dance music, has grown to be more popular in New York. And back 7 years ago, even to this day, EDM is like the popular thing. So the dubstep, the drum and bass a little bit, but the electro and progressive house, that was really hot back then. And nowadays you can play tech house, you could play techno, and people aren't going to be upset about it at maybe a spot that's a little bit more hip hop or like top 40 based. You can get away with that more nowadays.
And you guys
there's
are playing.
also more clubs that make that genre available to New York. So
Yeah, I think that right now you can't come up as a New York DJ just by playing EDM and like popular songs. Like people like house music, people like an original style, groove, something to make people dance.
Yeah.
Like you can't just.
It's
play
not about
like
big
popular
drops
songs.
and all that. It's
Yeah.
about
You just
being
can't-
able to dance and move.
dance for 8 hours straight,
Yeah.
as an adult.
Yeah.
You know?
So during those times you were playing bottle service clubs, you were dressed up in like button-down shirts, and it was kind of like...
I wouldn't say we dressed in button-downs. We were the guys that walked in t-shirts, and the promoters are like, "Oh, what the fuck, man? Why you dressed like that?"
Growing our beards out, they're like, "Oh, why you growing your beards?" Because you know they're dealing with these finance guys or whatever in New York that are behind the bottles, and that's what they look like. But you know, one of the statements that we make with our beard is we are different than other people. So you know, it makes people curious. It's good.
And I'm trying to fill in the gap between the time that you graduated college, when you were like 21, 22, you were playing bottle service clubs, to this summer when like you took off as like techno DJs. What happened during those 5 years? It's like a blur in my mind.
Meaning what? With our sound, with what we were doing with our
like
how did we get from there to here?
What we were doing at that time, we got out of college, and you know, DJing became more of a side thing at that time for probably like a year to 2 years.
Where we do like just about a few gigs a year.
We were doing a few gigs a year and kind of like you know, trying to take advantage of our degrees.
Yeah.
And we both found ourselves really kind of just unhappy, and it wasn't what we, you know, how we saw ourselves, what we saw ourselves doing. Both of us, I speak for both of us, but you know, we both shared that feeling. And there was a time like 3 years ago where we both sat down, or like 4 years ago at this point, where we sat down and you know, it's like I was sick from my job. Like, I don't think I want to go back in. Like, I'm pretty sure I just want to DJ. I want to do this. I'm tired of being unhappy with my life.
Yeah.
And you know, we knew we had it in us. We knew what we were doing, so we took advantage. And
the way that it went is we made a solid decision that we're in this for the full-time gig, and we made that commitment between each other. And then we decided, you know, we would move to New York again, and we would go into the clubs, meet people, get our names out there, tell people who the Cartel Twins are, and now they know who they are. So we're very, very fortunate to have that reciprocated with the gigs that we have coming up, and continuously getting invited to play more venues. It's an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
Are you guys happy with where you are right now?
Absolutely. I'd rather have the worst day on this job is better than the best day on any other job.
Exactly.
And even if it's a constant grind, and sometimes I'm not sleeping more than 3-4 hours a night, you know, at the end of the day, I know that I feel good inside.
Yeah.
It's the bottom line. I feel good inside.
Dicks out for that.
Dicks out.
Dicks out.
So we have a comment here from Vlad Simbler.
Okay.
Do you guys know him?
Yes.
Cool. He says, "Wow, who are these hotties?"
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Just
Thanks,
kidding.
man.
Alright. He says he saw you guys on TV.
You know, maybe the Facebook Live. I don't know. On TV, it's possible.
Were you guys on a...
Facebook is more important than TV.
Maybe we got caught as the glitch in the Matrix again, and somebody sent it to New Skull. It's possible.
Yeah, it could
And
happen.
they're like, "Did you guys see this glitch?"
We're viral. Hi, Mom.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are some of your short-term goals that you're trying to accomplish over the next, say, like few months, and then over the next few years?
Definitely have some goals. For the next 6 months, we're really working on getting out of the country, and two major goals are producing a record for, you know,
Something we're comfortable to release as our sound.
yeah.
And
We have a few collaborations that we're trying to get, and we have studio time, so that's all being worked on right
that's all
now.
that works right now.
We'll have something by the end of the year released. That's our belief at the moment, and we are trying to get out of the country, so we're going to do like a going south tour and try to get out to Miami, Puerto Rico, Colombia, and just get out of America. Well, North America.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but you guys are pale. You got the dark circles under your eyes. You need a vacation.
The sun is calling.
Yeah. I'm going to Miami tomorrow myself, and it's like it couldn't come any sooner.
Yeah, man, I'm so jealous of you.
Yeah. So those are the short-term goals.
Short-term goals.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'll
Short
take
term,
that
what's
stuff.
short term, you know?
Yeah. What about
How does the end of the year look like in a more in a more realistic? Like, do you guys have things booked?
will
Yeah,
you
we're-
volunteer as Santa Claus at the end of the year and like
Yes, we'll do our yearly round of Santa Claus.
yes.
That's
for the real one.
Yeah, and the real happiness too.
Yeah, giving joy to the world.
Yeah. Maybe you guys could DJ dressed up as twin Santas.
Oh, that would be
It's a
cool.
really lovely
Kids are gonna be really confused when they're like, I thought there was one Santa. And we'll be there to be like, Santa's not real. That's
Two Santas, 0 gifts.
Oh my god.
That's
We
what
give
we
you
do.
the
That's
gift
how we
this
celebrate
time
December.
Exactly.
Awesome. I love that.
Are you guys going as Harambe for Halloween?
Actually,
That has to
I
be a
can't-
thing.
I can't say for sure, but I was thinking maybe something like that.
Right, be the
You know,
zookeeper.
around-
Yeah, that was the idea. One of us is gonna be the zookeeper with the fatal shot, and the other one Harambe.
And then you could have a
And
little
then-
stuffed toy
Of a kid,
little child.
and you could hold a shot.
And also,
Yeah.
Harambe's dick is gonna be
Yes.
just wide.
There's a chance
flopping
I might
around.
have my dick out as Harambe too. So guys, we're really bringing back the memories of a fallen hero.
Yeah,
It's
that,
Halloween.
that'll really inspire people to live their lives.
Yes.
So let's continue this conversation. We have about 10 minutes in the studio left.
Okay.
Yeah. And guys, if you could just like move over just a little bit. Off camera. Perfect.
Cool. So I was actually thinking about kind of just winding down now, and the guys could like tell us about where people could find them.
Please.
Awesome. So I was thinking about just winding down, and if you guys could just maybe like just go over your shows and tell people where they could find you, like your socials and like where you're most active.
My social is 123. That's what you want, right?
Social.
Yes.
Social media. Social media. We got our handle is @Cartel Twins. You can catch us on Instagram if you want some funny memes, or Twitter. We're also on Mixcloud and SoundCloud.
That's where we post our podcast. It's called The Mixtape every single week. You know, we made it to episode 51 this week. Next week will be episode 52. So you can catch us SoundCloud, Mixcloud, @Cartel Twins. That's where you'll get the podcast and be able to hear our music. And then, you know, like Gabe said, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You'll be able to catch our funny memes, pictures of us, you know, get a glimpse of our personalities if you haven't gotten a taste of that today.
In the live shows.
Yes.
You had a little
Yeah,
bit of
yes,
you
yes,
had a
yes.
lineup. We'll post that on our page as well. I know you got like 5 confirmed dates.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Fall.
We only post when we know
Something
we have
is
the
solid.
date. So we have a few others, obviously always in the works, but we have a full fall lineup coming out. We should have about 10 dates in that time. So it'll be enough for everybody to get out and see us. You gotta catch us at least one time this fall.
Yeah, and you know,
And the
that's
time
us up.
100 people, don't forget.
100 people, no
How
less.
should people come to your show? Like, should they come with an open mind? Should they have a few drinks? Like,
Definitely drink some alcohol. I mean, unless you're, you know, a recovering alcoholic, then I'm sorry, you can stay sober. Okay. Or under 21. Let's play it safe here.
yeah.
But yeah, people should come to our shows open-minded. We've been pretty upfront that we play techno, tech house, deep house, but every show is a little bit different. So come out, have some fun. We communicate with everybody. So guys, please hit us up on Instagram, slide into our DMs, Twitter, Facebook, message us.
Yeah, don't be shy when you see us in person. Just don't ask us if we're twins.
Yeah, if you know that we're twins and you ask us, I'm intentionally gonna fuck with you. So please, guys, don't make this too easy on me. And you can catch us there. tonight, like we mentioned earlier, we'll be playing with Monologue at Analog in Brooklyn. So if you'd like to come out, hit us up. We'll chat about it.
And Space on Sunday.
Space on Sunday with Robert Dietz.
Awesome. And on our part, you guys could follow the Hangout on Facebook. We're also going to post the High Quality Show on YouTube this week. Subscribe on YouTube so you guys know when the episodes come out. Also, we do have this show is a subsidiary of a bigger company called Basalski Brothers, where we do the best photography and video production around New York City.
It is true.
We work with everybody. Our favorite types of people to work with are DJs and music business and nightclubs. So, BasalskiBrothers.com. Hit us up.
And get earplugs. Very important to protect your ears. We promote ear safety.
That's right. Our episodes are actually sponsored by Earpiece.
Yeah.
Only $20 online. You could use our link and you could order them, bring them to the club, pop them in your ears. It reduces the sound, but it doesn't muffle the quality of the music. I know a lot of people, including myself, that kind of started getting my hearing damaged from going to clubs all these years.
You're right.
Sometimes it's just a little too loud. Sometimes you're a little too close to the speaker. Sometimes you just want to be able to communicate with girls and like hit on them and not be like, what, every 5 minutes. So spend the $20 and buy one.
Yep.
They also have custom plugs for those who want to spend a little extra.
Yeah, a little bit extra, and we'll make custom molds for you as well.
They work with ACS Customs, which is the #1 company worldwide. So they're quality, high
ACS
quality.
Customs. I got a pair myself.
Yeah, me too.
Awesome. All right.
Awesome. Thank you very
That's
much
it,
for
boys.
having us.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Dave.
Wow.
Thanks for being here for the first time. That's it.
Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, well, man. This is great. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Opportunity.
Thank you guys.